December 25th is a day that will forever change my life. Like many kids, me and my sister Libby always wanted a dog. For months we've been asking every single day, months on end, can we please get a yellow lab for Christmas? Well, sure enough, the time came, Christmas morning. We woke up, Christmas morning, we're excited as every third grade kid is on Christmas morning. We came downstairs, we're looking at our presents, and all of a sudden we just heard a little bark that wasn't the same bark as our other two dogs. And we knew right then and there that Santa, at the time Santa was real, had brought us a yellow lab. Cash really was man's best friend. He followed me around, he ate my leftovers, he stayed with me in my room. We would go to the cabin, our duck pub, he would ride four-wheelers, he would chase us for miles. Our plan was, my dad and I are both big duck hunters, and so our plan with him originally was to make him into a duck dog, but he was not timid, timid's not the correct word, he loved humans, but he was scared of about everything under the sun. I mean, he would be occupied with a butterfly in the backyard for 20 minutes, and Lord hopes that he wouldn't be around a turtle, because that's what really got him, was a turtle. He could run around in circles around the turtle for 20 minutes, barking, freaking out, and the turtle would just be sitting there. But anyway, so our plan was to get him trained to duck hunt with my dad and I. And so we sent him to training, and long story short, one of the best duck dog trainers in Arkansas, well, he called us back about a month later, Cash is not trainable. So we go pick him up, and I mean, he had separation anxiety, they were sleeping outside, it just was not for him. Another one of my favorite Cash stories is one morning before school, my sister and I couldn't recall what grade I was in for this one, but my sister and I were watching TV, eating our breakfast before we went to school, and my parents were having a dinner that next night, and they had a pound of ham. Well, my mom comes downstairs asking where the ham is, a full pound, and all of a sudden Cash walks in the room, limping, looks sick to his stomach, kind of gagging, and just throws it up all over the floor. And this was a really funny morning. My sister and I thought it was hilarious, but my mom, of course, didn't, because she was the one that would have to clean it up. But I mean, how can you say mad at that dog? Cash grew up with me my whole life. Like I said, I got him in third grade when I was only 8 years old. He stayed by my side. His loyalty, his happiness, his tail wags. The hardest part of our relationship, and I didn't know at the time, was when I would have to leave for college. I knew I was going to miss him, but at the time when I left for college freshman year, he was only 10 years old. So I kind of expected to have a couple, maybe 2 more years, 3, 4 if I'm lucky, go to the cabin, do all that again. But the news broke about November of my first semester of freshman year. I got a text from my mom that in November, he went blind. So this was just kind of the beginning of the downhill stretch. He went blind, he lost his appetite, he got a cough, his hair started falling out in big chunks. We took him to the vet. We took him to all different vets trying to figure out what was wrong with him, and none of the vets could really diagnose it. It was just old age complications. So I came home, I finally finished my schoolwork, first semester, took finals, and I came home, and the sight of him killed me. He was pale, complete loss of personality compared to a normally happy, rambunctious dog. He was blind, he was running into stuff, and it was just all in all really sad. And then on December 17th, about 3 days after I'd been home, he passed away in our living room in his sleep. It was a peaceful death, but it was a good death because he was in a lot of pain. It was congestive heart failure, and I think that he waited for me to come home from college to die. And this speech, I know that it's not a crazy story or anything, but I think that this really shows the bond that a human can have with a dog, or it could be a cat. Cash was my best friend my whole life. We've had multiple dogs come and go throughout my whole life. None of them will ever hold a place like him. And I think that this just shows how important a friendship and value, and it taught me responsibility. All in all, Cash was the best dog I could have asked for, and he gave us 10 great years.